everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to read more. My personal journey of the amount of books I've read during a year and hitting my reading goal has been steady but massive at the same time. Within 3 years I went from reading approximately 15 books a year to last year I read 60. But these are some things I've personally used to increase the amount of reading I'm doing. I should say, as a general disclaimer too, now I am quite a fast reader, but if you're a slow reader there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Also, if you're not reading 50 to 100 books a year, that's okay too, but if you do want to try and read a bit more, here is some of my advice. My first tip is to read every day. This is one of the biggest changes I made in my life in order to read more. I know it's such like a simple obvious thing, but I didn't read every day in 2017 and I only read 13 books. But the next year, in 2018, I made a conscious effort to read every day and I ended up reading 28 books. You can encourage yourself to do this in a variety of ways. I use a habit tracker in my bullet journal, but there are also apps out there that you can track habits on. That might be something to look into. Even if it's just like a few pages every day, and then that still counts towards something. Which nicely leads onto my next tip, which nicely links onto my next tip to answer the question, how do you read every day? You prioritise reading in your life. This isn't just about if you're waiting for an appointment or on a lunch break at work you read, it's in your general everyday life too. I don't really watch a lot of TV shows and films. Nowadays I probably watch half the amount of films compared to the amount of books I read. So you can set a specific time out of your day to read, an hour, half an hour, be intentional with that time. Put it in your calendar, write it on your to-do list, and perhaps once you start with 1 hour you could increase it to 2 hours, maybe do 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening before bed. Next, one method you could use to prioritise reading is audiobooks. Now you've probably had Audible advertised to you a lot, which is all well and good, but with Audible you actually only get 1 book a month unless you want to be spending £14 on an actual audiobook. Personally I use scribd. It's a little bit more expensive than Audible, but it's completely worth it in my opinion. They have so many audiobooks and ebooks available and you can pretty much listen to as many as you want in a month. I know there are some limits if you listen to a lot of new releases, but personally I've never had any problems. This isn't sponsored or an affiliate link at all, but I do actually have a link in my description where you can join Scribd and I'll get a free month. If you have a library card, there's also Libby, which is obviously completely free because it's the library, and you can borrow audiobooks from your library on that app, but there are lots of audiobook apps, so do a bit of research and find what's best for you. But you can listen to an audiobook whilst doing pretty much anything: cooking, cleaning, walking, running, doing a jigsaw puzzle, painting, eating, doing one of those adult colouring books, bullet journaling. Especially if you have a busy lifestyle, audiobooks are a really good way to multitask and to kind of like get your reading in if you have lots of other things to do. And my last tip is plan what you want to read next. Now some people are mood readers, so this might not be ideal for everyone, but a good way to keep motivated and keep going is to plan out what you're going to read. You might want to make a list, or like what I do, and have like a visual reminder of those books. On the top of my bookshelf I have a small stack of usually about 1 to 4 books, and they'll be the books I want to read next after my current read. This is the current stack I have in case you're interested. You might want to put your next read on your bedside table, on your desk, anywhere that you can like actually see it would be ideal. I know this isn't an extensive list of tips on how to read more, but there are so many videos on YouTube on how to read more, so you can always look into those. The usual things that people say on how to read more, like audiobooks and stuff, but everyone has different methods, everyone has different tips, so do your research I guess. If you have any tips on how to read more, leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you feel like it. I hope you have a great day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!